it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music.
It's Madden NFL 23. We'll see Baker Mayfield. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call the game, we talk about Jackson has speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get it on the ground. How tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson options out left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Unbelievable. Justin Tucker has done it again. He ties his own NFL record with another 66-yard field goal. Another incredible kick by Justin Tucker. And let's face it, he doesn't surprise us anymore, does he? I still remember seeing the replays of the first one in 2021 at Detroit, bouncing off the crossbar and going through. This guy is flat out amazing. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Bringing a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And they run the option on 2nd down. The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he stopped immediately there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks are away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, Peterson. Gets past one man, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield finding more on the out route for the completion. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Six 6-0 our score after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Back to the ground, Peterson. Good footwork at the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up. It's certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Peterson. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Adrian Peterson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Room here to run. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
Edwards diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Carolina offense about ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now Peterson running right. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line. Mayfield. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, Mayfield. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. How about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already... They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. First down, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana. Check in on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Devin Singletary, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that should set them up well for the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Mayfield on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. Connection made with Shenault. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They run over center with Peterson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd down, Peterson again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense has been a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Peterson is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done. Gonzalez to add the PAT.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the 6. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson yet again targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Mayfield from the gun on third down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Peterson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Again, Peterson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Adrian Peterson. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one. It didn't matter.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's the option, running right. The quick feet by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, this is great work by a quarterback here. He's doing anything he can to avoid taking a square hit. I admire the way he worked his way through the initial contact and then continued downfield for good yardage.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his tight end, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Second down, Peterson again.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. Able to complete this to Chenault. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
False start.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield to throw it. And this one's incomplete. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another toe for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that. They certainly were prepared on that throw.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Jackson. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 38, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Again, Peterson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. On second down, Peterson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. CD for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
Certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with